Today we're gonna talk about No Not November. Is it good for you? The effects, the side effects, the positive and the negatives. And yeah, today is November 2 and makikita nyo to probably November 10 or something since delay yung uploads ko. But anyways, it's okay since most probably 60, 70, 80% of you guys are already failed the No Not November. And most likely lahat ng nag-comment sa comment section ko, almost 400, 300 comments, parang less than 20 lang yung nagsisimin retention before No Not November, and onti lang yung magpa-participate, and most likely lahat talo na. And it's kinda sad. Naawa ko sa kanila since andun pa rin yung mindset na nila na okay lang yun eh. So ngayon, i-discuss ko lahat. I discussed this way back, I think day 7 or 6 about No Not or semen retention. Now, pag-usapan natin is No Not November. No Not November is the event na nangyari tuwing November, and nag-start siya way back pa. I think high school ako. Nauso yung trend na to. So guys, yung mga trend, for example, planking. Planking is yung nakaiga ka lang somewhere. And nauso yun before. So nauso rin yung No Not November ng mga high school ako. And kaya siya nauso lalo kasi yung mga memes na ginawa sa kanya na the urge to blah blah blah, No Not November memes, day 1 of blah 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 blah. So nauso siya before. So until now, tuwing November, matik yan, meron na kayo makikitang memes about No Not November, and then nauso pa yung DDD, Destroy the December. But hindi naman siya healthy gawin, and I think wala namang gumagawa nun, hopefully, kasi it's draining. It's literally draining your life force. So please don't do it. So that's the brief history of No Not November. So bakit siya ginawa? First of all, trend, challenge. May nag-ask sa Discord, is it for addicted people? Sabi ko, hindi. Again, it's a trend. Is it for people na can control their lust? Sabi ko, hindi. Again, it's a trend. So, wala lang siya. Out of nowhere, ginawa siyang ritual or tradition. But, ang difference ng No Not November versus semen retention is, sa No Not November, literal na bawal ka totally. Again, ang rules sa NoFap, for reviewer lang or hindi nyo talaga alam, rules for NoFap or semen retention is, number 1, you cannot do it by yourself. You cannot do it alone. You cannot play by yourself. Bawal mo siya gawin. Like, out of impulse, of urges, out of boredom, nakita ka, na-trigger ka, bawal mo siya gawin. But, it doesn't mean na bawal mo siya gawin with your partner. Since again, some of you guys have partners, some of you guys have wife, children, asawa, girlfriend, boyfriend. Then, if you're doing it, I'm not promoting premarital kung ano man, baka meron mga Christian dito na sobrang ano. But again, if you have a wife, then do it to her instead of thinking or imagining or lusting others. So, that's the only 2 rules. Ano pa? For example, nag-wet dreams ka. Is it failed ka na ba sa semen retention or no not? Hindi. Kasi wet dreams are part of our human body. Bakit ba siya nangyayari? Una, punong-puno na yung katawan mo ng semen mo. Yes, that's a fact. Kaya tayo nagkakaroon ng wet dreams, hindi dahil may sira ka sa ulo or kung ano yung napanood mo kagabi. It is kasi punong-puno na yung katawan mo ng ganon. Or naiihi ka na, imbis na pigilan ng katawan mo maihi ka tuwing gabi or umaga, iti-trigger niya na lang yon since parehas naka-erect yung kahoy mo. So, di ba? So, ayun pinagkaiba na. Sa No Not November naman, totally wala. Like, zero abstaining from sexual things. Gets? Kahit sa partner. Kaya siya challenge, kaya siya mahirap. And most likely, people fail. And the sad thing with this is, even teens na wala namang girlfriend, na don't do things pa, still fail. That's how our minds and the teens' minds are now corrupted by the thought na normal lang yun. That doing it is normal. Hindi normal yun, guys. Again, it's not normal. It's bad for your mind, bad for your mental health, bad for your brain. It can develop to addiction. It can cause depression. It is a cheap source of dopamine. And pag nasira yon, it might lead to depression. Again, I'm not a doctor. It's just a basic and research about it if you guys want. So, yun yung bad effects of doing it regularly. So, tapos na tayo sa rules, tapos na tayo sa history. Ano naman mga side effects na ito? First of all, sa semen retention in general, hindi ko na isasama sa no-nut kasi 30 days lang naman yun. Sa semen retention, I've discussed before, positive niya kasi is number one, yung confidence mo tataas. Bakit? You're not looking sa mga tao as objects. You're not lusting. Yung self-esteem mo mataas kasi you know to yourself, you have the confidence na hindi mo siya ginagawa. You have the confidence na malinis ka. You're not doing it. You have this energy. Bakit? Kasi even sa Think and Grow Rich, if you're gonna read Think and Grow Rich, there's something that you call sexual transfiguration where your energy, your semen, is your life energy. So, if you're releasing it randomly, saan pupunta yung energy na yun? And number one energy ng pinakamalakas is sexual energy. Diba? That's why it's so sacred sa Bible. That's why you need to do it only sa wife mo, since if you do it sa, again, sa mga teens na nakikinig dito, you get the part or you get some part of the partners na ginawa mo siya. For example, you get their soul eh. And it's true. For example, may ka-partner ka na tamad, ganito ganyan, moody. Pag you do it with her, ma-acquire mo yung part ng soul na yun. Since nasa Bible din yata yun that's why becoming one together. Doing intercourse is becoming one with the other. So imagine doing it with many people. Like sobrang dami. You cannot control yourself. You're addicted or wala lang. You're just having fun. Lahat ng kakausapin mo na ginagawa yun sa maraming tao, hindi sila masaya. They have a fucked up relationship or sad relationship with people. And it's true. Yes, syempre, masaya at some point, pero mahirapan sila mag-build ng real connection. Since nasa utak na nila na, ang dali lang palang ito, lahat ng babae, basura, and lahat kapares nila. Anyway, lumalayo na tayo sa topic. So, isa yon. Number 3, tumataas yung testosterone mo, possibly. Sabi nila, placebo. Again, wala pa tayong ganong research about it kasi hindi siya ganong pinag-aralan. Kasi again, meron niyang kumalat dati na news, okay lang daw mag-do it regularly since it can avoid prostate cancer. But, yung study na yun is for the middle-aged man. Actually, pag ginagawa mo siya ng bata ka pa lang, sinisira mo na yan everyday, tataas yung chance mo na magkaroon ka ng prostate cancer. Again, prostate cancer can be acquired through genes. Lifting weights daw pag sobrang tanda na. I mean, mabibigat. I don't know. Siguro if di siya sanay. Again, genetics, pwede mo siya acquire sa family mo. If yung family mo is merong issue ng breast cancer, pwede mo rin siya ma-acquire. Or lifestyle. And hindi siya based lang sa paggaganon. Okay? So, misconception yun. Ginawa lang siya ng media para ma-feed yung industry na yon na lumaki since sobrang laki ng corn industry to the point na people will pay money just to watch it even it's not fake, even it's not real or fake or just an illusion lang na pinapanood nyo. So yun, tataas testosterone. Energy level, focus, and relationship to other people since again, hindi mo na sila tinitingnan as objects. And nandun na yung masculine energy mo. Ito, naranasan ko to nung I do semen retention. Hindi na ako hirap makipag-usap sa babae. Directly on to the point with full of confidence. I don't care. Hindi ko na iniisip. Di ako nag-expect na, hindi, jojowain ko. Hindi, anuhin ko to. Walang ganong shit sa utak ko kasi it's fixed. Andun na yung brain ko. Okay na yung utak ko. I think that's all the positive effects. If may nakulangan ako, sabihin nyo sa comment section. Confidence, self-esteem, relationship to other people, energy, focus, testosterone, strength, ano pa? Yung beard, pwede kayo mag-grow niyan. Ako, ang bilis ko tubuan yan. Muscle, since mataas testosterone mo. Good sleep, and good brain, and good mental health. Less anxiety, less depression if ever meron kayo nun. Kasi okay na yung utak mo. Yung, again, yung brain na addicted sa heroin and cocaine is the same sa addicted sa corn. hanapin nyo sa Google, i-search nyo, pinost ko na siya sa isang podcast ko, pinost ko siya na sa TikTok ko. It's the same. Mas malala pa ngayon sa corn addict. Okay, so, negative effects. So, doon na tayo sa positive. Doon na tayo sa negative effects of semen retention. Of course, meron yan. Number 1, ito most likely, even me, nangyari to sa akin, is when napuputol yung streak ko. This is the truth about semen retention. Pag napuputol, pag mahilig kayo mag-streak, pag naputol siya, malulungkot ka. Pag nalungkot ka, sasama yung pakiramdam mo, bababa testosterone mo, bababa yung hormones mo, papangit yung cycle. Then, magre-relapse ka. Yes. After ng long streak, tas nag-relapse ka ng isa, possible, pwedeng mangyari, that's number 2, is mag-relapse ka ng tuloy-tuloy. Again, guys, you have this progress na. You do semen retention for 30 days, let's say. Then, nag-relapse ka na isang araw. Okay na yung once. Huwag mong gawing mindset na, hindi, nag-relapse na ako. Gawin ko na to 5 beses ngayong araw kasi ando na ako eh. Kumbaga, sunk cost na to. Sunk cost fallacy na to. Nag-invest na ako ng time, ng effort. Tuloy-tuloy ko na. Hindi ganon. Ayun yung nangyayari most of the time sa mga nag-i-streak. Yes, even me, nadaanan ko yun. Nadaanan ko yung phase na yun na pag naputol ko yung streak, shit, dito na ako. Tuloy na. Which is wrong. Which is very wrong. Kasi, progress is progress. Imagine retention for 30 days tas 1 relapse. That's still 30 days of progress. Diba? Tas tatadtarin mo sa isang araw. Hindi loss yung streak mo. So, if mapuputol mo yung streak mo, don't let yourself down or be down about it. Let it go. Just relax and go back sa routine mo dati. Again, don't call it a relapse. Sabi nga ng Quit by Healing, don't call it a relapse. Call it as oopsie or I don't forget. Just don't call it a relapse since negative thinking din yun or something else. So, number 1 yun. Number 2 yun. So, number 1, nalulungkot pag nag-streak. Number 3, pag nag-relapse, sobra-sobra naman. Number 3, siguro ang number 3 ko is, para sa akin yung dalawa lang yun yung major na nangyari para sa akin. Number 3 naman siguro, wala na akong maisip to be honest. Real talk. Kasi yung dalawa lang na yun yung alam ko lang. Ito, number 3. May time na after mo, for example, imagine years ka na you're practicing it simula ng puberty na open ka sa ganung bagay. Shit, may ganito palang feeling. Simula 12 ka hanggang, 20. Tapos trinay mo mag-semen retention. Merong time doon na after 30 days, mawawalan ka ng libido or ng urge sa mga bagay. Sa lahat. Hindi ka magiging hindi ka magkakaroon ng urge. Like wala. And it's normal. Again, it's normal. Dinaanan ko rin yun. May time ako na I think I'm 30 days in. Tapos sabi ko, gumagana pa ba to? So, hindi kasi ako nagkakaroon ng urge. So, ginawa ko, na-curious ako, nanood ulit ako kasi baka sira na, di ba? Sabi nila, if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it, which is very not true. So, pinanood ko, is it normal ba? Tapos napanood ko, dumaan bigla yung video ni Quit by Healing sa akin. Guys, if you flatline while doing semen retention, normal lang yon. Ang nangyayari is, pag naranasan nyo yung number 3, magka-flatline kayo, kasi your brain is repairing. Imagine years of doing that, years of watching, years of fake dopamine, years of consuming things na hindi naman dapat, tapos nag-stop ka. Para kang nag-stop sa Yossi, which is meron mga side effects. Yung iba nanginginig pa na pag nag-stop sila ng Yossi or smoking cigarettes, di ba? Same with semen retention. If you stop bigla, mafa-flatline kasi ayun yung side effects sa'yo. Your brain is healing, your brain is fixing. After few days or weeks, or sometimes yung iba years pa kasi ganun ka-damage yung brain nila, babalik yun, mas malala, mas doubling urges pa. And that's true. After that, napanood ko yung video na yun, nag-retention ulit ako, after 40 days, dumaan ulit ako sa flatline, then nung mga bandang 60 na, boom! Ang taas ng energy ko, ang taas ng urges ko, everyday yun lang nasa isip ko, yun lang nasa utak ko, but, I have the control. Again, thoughts are just thoughts. It can fly if hindi mo siya papansinin. If you don't put energy, focus, attention about it, then, it will just flow sa utak mo. That's the art of meditation. This is the art of semen retention. So that's it. I think that's it for 3 negatives and some positives of semen retention. I hope you learned something today and you change your mind doing it. Kasi most likely, ginagawang rason na lang yan ng mga taong nag-start sa self-improvement para hindi gawin yung self-improvement. Since kasama siya sa self-improvement. Sexual health is part of self-improvement. Since self yun eh. Mental health, sexual health, connected yan eh. If you don't fix it, then, di ba? Gagawin yung rason, boss Ramen, nagkaka-cancer ako dyan eh. Ayoko, hindi ko gagawin, manonood pa din ako, gagamitin ko pa din yan. Mag-ano pa din ako mag-isa. It's just a reason. Di ba? For me kasi, if you want a good partner, if you want a good quality of relationship, don't do it. I remember may pumunta sa school namin before, Catholic school ako, may pumunta doon na they're promoting semen retention. And not kami natatawa. Sabi niya, I'm 7 years clean sa ganito, sa semen retention. And me and my wife is happy. Before, tawa rin ako ng tawa. I remember that. I never told this story before sa internet. Tawan-tawa ako nun. Kasi, kami mga lalaki, lul, fucking, baliw, gano'n. Sabi ko, sinong lolokohin mo? Lahat kayo dito ginagawa yan. Tapos, now that I'm on 22, I feel disgusted nung mga sinabi ko ng bata na yun. Nung high school, I think, grade 9 ako nun. Tawang-tawa ako ngayon. Ngayon, nandidiri ako sa kanya. Kasi, the guy makes sense. In order to have a good quality relationship sa magiging future family mo, you don't need to do it kasi again, it can affect you. I just discussed kanina ko ng mga side effects, good or bad. But the good always overthrow the bad. And lahat ng bad na yun is based na sa'yo eh. And most likely hindi nga siya side effects, parang misunderstood lang siya or misinformation. So, nari yung flatline, na misunderstood ko lang siya. Or yung sa straight, dapat pala hindi ko iniisip yun kasi mali yun. So, nagets nyo, most of you guys na di ko tatry yan, is reason na lang. And I don't blame you. I just pity you. And I hope you guys change your mind and join us sa Good Soap community, sa Discord, to fight with that. Again, hindi masama mag-relapse. Ang masama is to stay that way. Just back to routine. Gawin natin to and kaya nyo yan since, yeah. And that's it for No Nut November and semen retention review. I hope you learned something new. And if you guys do want to learn something new, meron tayong webinar on how I earn money sa crypto. And again, basics lang yon, but again, it's free for you guys. And yeah, Signal Group, nandun rin. AI Trading, nandun rin. Check nyo lang. So, yun lang. See you guys next video. I hope you learn something. Love you all. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye. May sakit pa din ako. Actually. So, parang may bukol ako dito sa ilong. That's why ganito ako magsalita. Pero, yeah. Share ko lang. I hope magaling na ako next week. Pag wala, magpapacheck up na ako. So, yun lang guys. Miss ko na mag-gym. Bye.